And so we have RMA Ozone on Blacklist with the attack. Mystique starting off with the bomb.
Ooh, already we've got Bazia taking down WLSA. That was a quick first kill.
All right, so we have RMA Ozone gathering around bomb site A.
All right, and we can see here Mystique with the C4. She's going to go around, play it a bit safe. She's got two of her members with her. We've got Whiskey and Dancy with her. But there is some smoke here down this corridor, and she's not going to be able to see anything while Imperator Lu and Arsa are waiting for them. Then here is the Crossfire.
Big mistake from the red. You don't want to be doubled up like that in the same corner, even if you get a kill. It's just so easy to spray and get that double just like Dancy did right now on our screens. They are going through the double arches towards the double doors.
And it is a 2v2 game right now.
Yep, Mystique makes it in. Mystique should be able to plant the bomb right now. Goes all the way deep in. That's going to be easy to plant, but if someone makes it all the way in there, it could be hard to get them out of that hole, so she's going to stay in there. Mystique in the garage, Dancy right outside.
Fury making it up onto the crates. Got a good shot over at Dancy. However, Mystique also has a pretty clear shot of Fury. He's just going to dance around, and his dancing was not quick enough.
You know, the red, I don't know what's gotten into them. This isn't the play we saw last time. The double up in the center market really threw me off. Not really a play or a mistake we've even seen throughout the tournament here. And we do have a lobby drop, so we're going to have to check on perhaps another gear compatibility issue.
All right, we'll also have to see if that first game even counted.
Yep, we will wait on that update. Once again, when you switch out gears so many times for PCs, it gets a little bit confusing. RMA Ozone seems a little bit upset that this happened, calling for their manager to help them out. All right, so we'll wait on that update. But once again, that was actually a pretty quick round, and I really credit it to the Reds' mishap in the center market. It should never, Mexico should never play out that way. Interestingly enough, the sewers were not utilized by either team. So I think, in a way, that was a smart move from Ozone. They just said, ditch the sewers. Let's actually go in hard through the double arches and the center market.
I will have to agree. I'm actually not a fan of this map.
I love this map. I think it's great. I love slow-paced maps.
Well, there's our conflict there.
Yep.
I love the fast-paced maps. I love just action upon action and people just shooting at each other left and right. This requires a little more precision, a little more patience, and I'm just not patient when it comes to watching FPS games, perhaps.
Well, it's of course I also played, and like I said before, when I played, I wasn't, I wasn't an attacker, so the tight net maps were actually a bit of a struggle for me.
Yes, I can understand that.
Unless there's like a lot of pathways and it's just a tight knit, say like urban environment, then I'm okay with it. But if I don't have like sub base, if I don't have options and it's just like two straight pathways in a small map, it's all about the precision, and that wasn't my strength, and so that's where it kind of comes from. I also just feel that while the action is nice, I love watching it. Sometimes it ends just a bit too quick.
Well, you know, I think as a spectator, now I'm a pure spectator. I love watching FPS games, and to me, those quick games are a lot more fun.
You know, I loved watching Sub Base. I'm not saying I didn't. Sub Base, I think the map design is nice, that there is a lot of strategy involved. It's just there are maps in any FPS game that are small, and also, personally, I feel that don't offer a lot of strategic versatility. But Sub Base, I would count out of that. I would just say it's small, but does offer some good options. Of course, skewed to one side, but sometimes that forces teams to think outside the box, as we saw earlier with both He Hit and Pacific War.
Oh, okay.
All right, we do have some people from both OGN and our third-party broadcaster here from China, waving, enjoying the show now that it's kind of winding down throughout the day, so they have a little bit of a chance to gather their breaths. Very excited to be on screen here. All right, so looks like the tech issue may be solved. I think they just need to agree on a
Point of
Score
restart.
set.
Yeah. And look at that. The trophy is absolutely gorgeous. There is that flag, the flag that has been returned back to Crossfire Stars from EPIG.
Yep. So IG, the reigning champions, return the flag. I just got an update. Score will be reset to 0-0.
Oh.
So they will be going back. It's always interesting to me that, it really shows that the teams are here for good play and sportsmanship. Because RMA Ozone won that round. But they're totally cool with the 0-0 start.
Well, okay, on this map it's 1-0, and so let's assume it is 0-0.
Yep, it is.
Oh no, they've
0-0.
just reset it to 0-0. Okay.
And so RMA Ozone now going once again to these double arches.
Okay, and there's a bunch of smoke and a grenade. We're just gonna have things flying all over the place. No one can see anything. However, they need to watch out. Whiskey with the C4.
All right, Whiskey in that center marketplace. The crates, he's actually going to go through the center arch. Whiskey and WSA not confronted by anyone. Arsa right around the corner gets the kill.
But
Dancy.
Go ahead and trade kills. Dancy is the last one left with 12-1.
A with 1 HP is going to stay alive. It's 1 versus 2. LaCosta. And LaCosta now the only one left. WSA, if he gets seen, he's pretty much dead. Now there it is. Didn't even need a headshot with 1 HP. Props to LaCosta for being the last one alive. Go into round 2. The Red now picking that win up. Leads 1-0 in this match. The 18-round match to determine the second team to move on from Group B.
That's right. Whoever loses this set goes home.
That is very true. Now we do see some vertical play from RMA Ozone. We had Duddy and Whiskey up. WSA and Dancy downstairs as they're looking down both alleyways towards A. WSA moving forward to the construction site while Duddy, Whiskey at the scaffoldings.
Okay, and just a bunch of smoke. No one can see anything. They're just going to keep throwing things into there, hoping to hit someone.
Yep, Duddy with a flash and a smoke onto the double arches in front of A. And Duddy now going to the single center arch.
And Bazia taking down Mystique for the first kill.
Nice snipe. Mystique did choose to go through that sewer this time. Didn't really work out. WSA the sniper for RMA Ozone. Ozone can play it a bit slow. They did drop the C4 a bit far behind. They want to clear out their pathways first.
And Fury is standing there with Imperator Liu. They are standing around bomb site A while Dancy is hiding right there behind there. He's going to scout it out and see if he can clear up anything for his teammates.
Yep, Dancy at the haystacks. Now Whiskey nearing the double doors. WSA, he doesn't see Fury. Oh, he does get Imperator Liu with a nice shot. Now Fury behind the wall. He can't show himself just yet. Fury gets a nice shot to Duddy, but no, Duddy turns around with a nice kill.
All right, the C4 is going to go be planted with 43 seconds left on the clock, and there it is.
All right, frag in. Arsa, nice shot towards WSA. Duddy is in the garage. Arsa needs to watch his corners. He turns around, runs right into Duddy, and point-blank rifle shots to the chest. Defuse for Arsa, the Red, up 2-0.
Oh, he is not happy.
You know, RMA Ozone, like I said, while I like what RMA Ozone did in the previous play that we had to rematch, it was really because the Red had that mishap in the center market, the double up. Didn't really work out for them.
All right, Mystique takes down Fury, but she also takes a little bit of damage. Starts off the game at a 3v4.
Mystique with a nice headshot, putting it at a 5v4 setup right now, and all of RMA Ozone grouped together. I like what RMA Ozone is doing. They're changing up the pace a little bit, grouping up towards center marketplace. Now, they have to make sure they don't funnel in all at the same time. Pathways are very narrow on Mexico, as large as the map is. Imperator Liu gets one kill down onto Mystique. Still 3 people right at the center. Dancy checking at the haystacks, jumps through. He doesn't see anyone, shoots through the double doors. Does he get a hit? Bazia still at full health, so I do not think so.
Does not seem so indeed.
Imperator Lou is on fire right now at the A garage. Bazia at the double doors. He knows they're focusing on A. The gunfire coming from that side.
Ooh, and Whiskey with the shot. Lacosta takes down Duddy, but Whiskey just takes that revenge kill. Whiskey
Dancy
with the C4, and Dancy is the last one left on the team with full health. Oh, not anymore. 95 health.
Yep, so Whiskey with the C4. Dancy was bouncing back and forth between the double arches, now going around towards the haystacks. Whiskey alone in the center marketplace. We do have both Imperator Lou and Bazia still in their respective places at bomb site A. Arsa is lone wolf at bomb site B. He's just going to have to stick around there. Oh, a nice flashbang. Dancy has to watch out. Whiskey now going to double doors to cover for his teammate. Jumps for Imperator Lou. Misses the shot. Does not get the kill.
And Fancy Dancy does not, he's not able to take it for the team.
Nope. So Fancy Dancy falls down.
There's Lacosta now.
All right, the red up 3-0. I think they learned never to double up again. They have some nice spread, a little bit different from what we saw earlier.
Duddy picks up the C4, and here we can see Dancy.
All right, Dancy at the center marketplace. So IG had a much wider fan than the red is right now. The red usually kind of tilting heavily towards bomb site A. A lot more secure coverage of A, but not really that much of the sewer entrance. But it's working out because Ozone is completely disregarding the sewers in their play on Mexico right now. I do wonder if maybe they want to switch that up a little bit.
I was just going to ask you, do you think it might be beneficial for them to change up what they've been doing?
Mystique on fire right now. The rest of the team, I like this rush coming in from RMA Ozone. This is what happens when you group well. Don't funnel in, but cover all areas as you move forward.
The bomb has been planted. It is a minute 22 into the game, and
nice nade from Dancy off the wall to get Bazia, and a snipe to get the win for Ozone.
RMA Ozone has now finally put a point on the board, and they are not too far off. This is not, before at 0-3, you would think the red has definitely got the edge, but 1-3, not so much anymore.
Oh, Mystique wanted to get the rush from Lacosta again, but Lacosta a bit quicker on the trigger. Wow, look at this rush in from Whiskey. Goes right towards the double door, straight to the C4 on bomb site A. Dancy covering him. We have the bomb planted at bomb site A. It's 3-4. What a rush by RMA Ozone. I like this change of pace. Can Imperator Lou come in? Lacosta covering with nades. All four are here from the red. They can't group up right now. Whiskey could get an easy three-piece right now with Imperator Lou and Arsa both at low health. Whiskey is right on top of the bomb. He sees WSA. He is going to go down. No, Whiskey.
Wow, with Dancy with the three-piece and cleans it up.
Yeah, well, Dancy with a penetration kill on top of a double to follow for that three-piece. Whiskey putting down some nice cover fire from behind the bomb. Good change of pace. Mystique, again, the only one going through the sewers. Meanwhile, we have WLSA going up to the scaffoldings alongside Dancy. They're not going to take the lower ground.
All right, we can see that Lacosta has already taken out Mystique already. And the score is 2-3. RMA Ozone's got to be feeling really good right now. They are on a high momentum. And Whiskey with the C4, hiding behind that crate. He's going to let his teammates go out and try to scout out the area before heading over to the bomb site.
Nice coverage from Dancy. Draws out some fire, allows WSA to check for any easy snipes. Nice headshot from Fury right through the double arches onto A. A got a little antsy there with his deagle out. RMA Ozone, now's not the time to rush. It's 3-4. They need to gather breath. They need to decide on how they're going to go about this. I have to say go for B. They haven't tried B yet. B's always the one that's a bit open on Mexico. But they're actually just going to smoke and rush for A. Absolute spray coming out from Duddy. Buys him a death, but Whiskey is going to get the plant, and Dancy now behind the forklift. All right, Lacosta and Arsa. That rush did get them 2 kills.
That was a good suicide mission right there.
I would say so. Nice flashbang onto Whiskey. Whiskey still behind the bomb. He did catch a glimpse. Arsa versus Dancy. Arsa with the kill. Nice crouch at the very end. Gets the defuse.
All right. They went ahead and shut down a winning streak. And the psychological game is actually quite important at this point in the match.
Ooh, I really like what the red is doing. They're going to go ahead and flashbang the center market all for, oh my, absolutely aggressive play coming in from the red. And they're going to jump down into lower alley at A and the construction site.
Oh, wow.
Dancy with the headshot to pick up that kill. WSA, I think the red rushed that one a little bit. Arsa gets taken out. Lacosta, the only one left against all 5 members. If Lacosta gets this clutch, then it'll be amazing. She gets 1 kill. She is at the double door. She's going to get pincered right now. She gets another, but gets taken down by Mystique. So the red, very impressive aggressive play through the center marketplace, but then they didn't take into account that perhaps RMA Ozone could have also rushed past the construction site, and they actually got surrounded themselves in the lower alley, sacrificing 2 kills.
Oh, here we are, finally, someone in the sewers. First time I think we've seen this part of the map in this matchup.
Yep, so Duddy in the sewers, taking that place instead of Mystique, and Imperator Lou and Fury are in the center marketplace. So you see them right now, Mystique and Whiskey. If they peek out too much, it's going to be dangerous. Same with Dancy. I think we do have sight on Dancy from Fury. Fury gets the kill on Dancy.
All right, Fury and Imperial Lou. Fury taking down Whiskey. Bazia taking down Duddy. We've just got the red picking off members of RMA Ozone, and WLSA being the last member left.
WLSA doesn't have a sniper anymore. Now he has that AK up against 5 people. Same situation Lacosta was in earlier. Much safer positioning. He does see Fury. Tries to get the hits. No, Fury's going to get the headshot.
The score is now 3-5. 1 more game, and then they change factions. And then we can see how they act as they change positions.
All right, so RMA Ozone going to have a C4 pass on to Duddy. RMA Ozone is going to go as 5 now towards the construction site. Dancy is going to be the scout here for Ozone. Checks the haystacks, is clear. Hasn't checked the double doors. Meanwhile, A has been taken down.
Imperial Lou with that headshot. And now we are at a 4v5. Now there is a trading of fire here in the marketplace.
I really love Imperator Lou and Fury's plan here in the center marketplace. Their duo play so solid right now. As they come into a single arch, they fan out against each wall.
RMA Ozone down to 2 players left with very little health.
All right, Dancy, the scouting has worked out for him. He is at the forklift, but Duddy has a long way to go for him. Dancy has to clear it out a bit for it. He gets 1 kill onto Fury. A nice surround and a back kill from Duddy. It's now Lacosta versus Duddy. Lacosta gets the intel. Is Duddy going to peek out next to the haystacks once again? Lacosta is at bomb site A. Duddy, very intense situation right now. Lacosta is to his left. Duddy's turning his back. He needs to watch out. Duddy turns it back absolutely towards the crate, and Lacosta gets the kill. Lacosta very relieved. Know that feel when you're the last one alive. 1v1, the clutch is real.
Oh, you could see, you could tell he was aiming for bomb site B. Didn't realize she would be at A. The choices we make.
The choices we make. So we're going to have a quick switch of sides here as we go into the second half.
All right, well, a 6v3, 3 games down for RMA Ozone, but not to fret. This is Crossfire, and games can switcheroo so fast.
Yep, so last time, RMA Ozone stopped right here at 3 points when they met the red at the very beginning of the group. Nice nade clear coming out from RMA Ozone towards the construction site. They are actually just throwing everything they have. We do have a triple play here in the center marketplace. Earlier, the red would go for duos here. Mystique and Whiskey now the only duos left. They are taking the same positions, trying to get revenge onto Imperator Lou. Now, the red taking a much slower approach, as we saw earlier in EPIG's game on this map, and I think that is the wise way to go most of the time. Now and then, of course, we did see that nice rush from Ozone earlier in the first half, but just a slower step, step by step, pick one off, and then once you make it a 5v4 on a large map, it's just so much easier to play both the mind and physical game.
All right, well, we still, minutes passed in this game. We still have all 5 members on both teams. Like you said, they are taking it very slow.
Imperator Lou finally gets that headshot from the Haystacks onto Mystique. Duddy's still left on bomb side A. And we do have Whiskey at the A double doors. All right, so RMA Ozone. They've calmed down a little bit. Smoke on A. Plaza taking a lot of fire, goes down to Whiskey.
All right, it's now a 3v3 with 55 seconds left to go. And Duddy making it a 2v3.
Right there, Duddy not checking his corners very carefully. Tried first time A, gonna miss. He has to switch to his deagle. This is too dangerous right now. Whiskey just runs right in while A had distracted Fury. Good team play, but LaCosta gets revenge onto Whiskey. Now it's LaCosta versus WSA. WSA picks up the A key from his fallen teammate. LaCosta with the M4 out. C4 is down.
We can see here on the minimap they are going to face each other very soon around the corner, and WLSA gets that shot off.
Yep, LaCosta just under so much pressure right now. She's been the last one alive quite a few times for the red. Don't think she's enjoying that. 6-4 RMA Ozone. Can they bring this back? Ozone all rushing through the center marketplace, through the scaffoldings once again, clearing that out.
It is raining grenades and smoke bombs left and right.
All right, Duddy taking his place at A again. I like this duo play. Whiskey and Mystique taking a bit more of a passive stance this time in the the center marketplace rather. And Dancy looking at the sewer entrance from double doors. He needs to watch his back. No one's watching his back right now if anyone comes through Haystacks. All right, Dancy moving a bit further around and inching towards the B bomb site. Arsa and Fury now at the double arches, leading into the scaffoldings.
All right, looks like that cautionary play like before. There's smoke going down right down center, but no one's really doing anything.
Yeah, so we have the red now focusing heavily onto the scaffoldings here. Jumping through a flash into single arch. Not going to hit anyone. RMA Ozone playing very far back in their defense right now. The red, they need to be patient. They can't get impatient. There's still a minute on the clock. I like Arsa splitting off for a scout. Arsa is going to go to Haystacks. Imperator Lou gets a bit impatient. They need to hold on until Arsa can wrap around. Arsa gets a kill onto WSA, but gets taken down by Duddy. Had the red waited for Arsa to wrap around first, they would have had the upper hand here, but Fury now the only one alive for the offensive team and goes down.
Not anymore.
The red, I could just sense it in their movement. They looked impatient. I was trying to say they had a minute on the clock. Arsa was getting a nice wraparound on bomb site A. Even if they had traded those kills at A, it would have been much more beneficial if everyone was alive. A 5-man push right now, a rush coming in from the red.
Imperator Lou with the C4, and they are just going to push it. Imperator Lou running with Fury and LaCosta, and it looks like they're going to try to go to A. Oh no, they're going to pull back and meet up with the rest of their team.
So on your screens right now, WLSA on the 8 crates. Duddy once again near the bomb site, this time hiding behind the forklift off the screen. Dancy always at the double doors looking at the sewers. Never too cautious. We do see Imperator Lou heading forward with that C4 flash being thrown into A. A lot of decoys being thrown in. 2 people down. Fury, the only one alive, eventually goes down to Duddy. Nice defense coming in from RMA Ozone. The Reds seems to have lost their composure on this offensive play.
What is going on? Maybe they should start going through that sewer now.
Possibly. I'm not sure what happened with that triple squad there.
And Whiskey cleaning it up.
Imperator Lou, after the flash, I think should have sent someone else first, kind of scoped out the area. You know, if you go in, even if you die while the enemy's flash, they're probably going to move a bit more frantically. I'll use that to your advantage with the red. Kind of running in all 3 at the same time.
Arsa with the C4 now, and we can see that he is pulling back. He's letting the rest of his team go forward and try to clear out the way for him. Oh, he has now dropped it.
On your screen, we have Bazia in the sewers. And we do see, once again, 4 people from the red focused on these double archways, the scaffoldings near A. Imperator Lou looking for a play at the haystacks again. He's been good at just picking off 1 kill, letting his teammates push through. He needs to go for that play again, shooting through the haystacks, looking for Duddy. Duddy learning to be patient, looks through the window. A takes a hit from the nade.
RMA Ozone is playing the waiting game, and it's actually working out really well for them.
Yeah, so Imperator Lou just needs to take a small chance here for his team if they want to go for A. Tons of flash going down. And Bazia finally gets the kill onto Mystique. But Duddy takes out Imperator Lou as Imperator Lou, I think, hesitated a bit after that flash. WLSA almost on fire, goes down. Dancy coming in for the rescue. Whiskey does still have some HP left. Fury goes down to Dancy. Now it's Bazia versus Dancy and Whiskey. Whiskey going to play it super safe. Dancy's going to be the one running around. Where is he going to go? He's standing at crates at A.
Oh, but Bazia being able to take down Dancy, and Whiskey left with 2 HP. He's going to step on a nail and die.
Yep, Whiskey needs to get first sight on Bazia. Whiskey at the double doors, the sewer entrance. They're thinking it's still going to be A, but Bazia is going to wrap around and go for B with that C4. Bazia checking the B arch. He actually makes it through to B, so now it's going to be waiting time until Whiskey realizes it's too late and see which path he takes to the B bomb site. There is the bomb plant from Bazia. Bazia hiding behind the back alleyway. His guess is Whiskey's going to wrap around the back. Is he correct? On your screen, we do see Whiskey wrapping around the back. Bazia on his second swipe. Now he should see Whiskey gets the fire, but Whiskey gets the kill through the cracks first and is going to get the defuse.
Oh, wow. Whiskey with 2 HP is able to take that shot, and he won't have a headache tomorrow.
Amazing play. And so the red moving on forward.
We have the score now. It is red at 6, RMA Ozone at 7. It's a close game, and there are shots fired in the sewers. And Duddy takes that first blood off of Bazia.
Oh, the double arch is so dangerous, but Fury does get a revenge double kill. C4 is down now. Now we have 3 players on RMA Ozone. Duddy and Whiskey on your screen at that bomb site A. They're actually going to switch places a little bit than the previous rounds. WLSA does see LaCosta.
WLSA.
All right, Duddy giving intel to Whiskey, I hope. Imperator Lou now going to single arch. He is going to see WLSA as he rounds around here. Nice shot.
WLSA sees him first. I like that little cheer from the booth. You guys got to see that?
Yep, RMA Ozone is a very enthusiastic team. Every team they win around, they cheer each other on, and right now they've made this huge comeback.
6-8. They just need 2 more games.
They've actually won all 5 rounds in the second half right now. RMA Ozone very confident in their defensive play on Mexico. Can they win 2 more to go on to the playoffs?
Duddy takes down Imperial Lou, and while Duddy takes a little bit of damage, but it'll be all right.
The red really needs to become patient. They've been a little bit rushed the past few rounds. We're looking at exactly that. LaCosta also just had to deal with a couple too many clutch situations. I think the pressure's getting to her, walks through the scaffoldings. Needs to watch out for that fire. Whiskey, some spraying down. Double archways.
And it's Whiskey versus Fury and Arsa.
Whiskey, nice headshot across that zone in front of the sewers. Whiskey in center marketplace. He's going towards A. Fury is going to be in the garage. Whiskey trying to figure out, is it the forklift or the garage? Is Fury going to peek out?
He's going to throw.
Nice flashbang. He is going to get Fury with that play. And Whiskey with another defuse.
Wow, he is the hero of the hour. That's right, he wants to be recognized.
Yeah, that's right. Whiskey also did a little dance around the corpse there to go on with that defuse. 6 rounds in a row. Can the Reds stop RMA Ozone? They just need 1 more RMA Ozone just needs one more round win to move on to the playoffs.
And they will send the red home as they face on the group champions from today.
All right, so RMA Ozone already lost one player. Imperator Lou kind of bringing the game back for the red with that first kill. Imperator Lou looking down. Double arches. No one at the scaffoldings yet, though. Mystique hasn't moved forward. You see it on the map. Dancy is camping in front of the sewers. And Whiskey and WSA. So they lost Duddy, kind of the key player to hold the fort at bomb site A. The Reds should have a bit of an easier time. They're going to split off, sending Arsa to the sewers to look for any wraparounds.
Some shots are fired, and WLSA takes a couple of hits, but he's still around. You see a lot of smoke.
Meanwhile, Dancy got a nice kill in the sewers we saw in the kill feed. Okay, the red finally going for B, but Dancy with a nice play gets Imperator Lou. And now we have all three players from RMA Ozone rushing to bomb site B. Can they get there in time? They're going to go for a pincer. There's a single arch trying to shoot down against the bomb. Bazia gets one kill. Bazia gets 2 kills. Now it's down to Whiskey in the back alley. LaCosta planting the bomb. LaCosta is going to be seen by Whiskey. Gets the kill. Whiskey with the second kill and a 7-round win streak for the win against the red. Whiskey clutches a 1 versus 3. Nice wraparound, waits to make sure that LaCosta is fully planting the bomb. Look at how happy they are. Moving on alongside Modern of Team B, LaCosta on the verge of tears. And, you know, you can't blame her. She had to deal with so many clutch situations in that one match. And she was also the player that was kind of brought in right before the tournament. She did get a clutch, but there were just too many for her to handle in that last one. It's not her fault. It really, you know, just the wasn't cover fire, but when you're that player, you can't help but blame yourself because you were the one with your back turned. So LaCosta just very upset, and you know, also because this is their ticket home.
It is quite unfortunate for this team. They have played super well to make it this far, but unfortunately in Crossfire, you know, you fight to the death. You fight like every fight is the final. And congratulations to RMA, who was down in the beginning. You know, the red looked really strong.
Yes.
And then they just kind of grouped themselves together, and when they switched faction, they just showed them who's boss. I just feel that the red was outplayed this time, and with Whiskey making those clutch plays, you know, there was really nothing that LaCosta could have done.
Yeah, so RMA Ozone with a 7-round win streak. I mean, that's just kind of hard to expect from any team. And the red was up 6-3. So just crazy play from Ozone to move on to the playoffs. They will be representing South America. Of course, Pain Gaming was knocked out in Group D eventually by Pacific Wara. So RMA still holding the flag for Brazil as they move on to the playoffs here at Crossfire Stars. The race to the CFS flag and the CF trophy there.